Las Vegas was amazing. The closer it gets to Christmas, the more people-y it gets. Ooh. And the less fun it gets, quite frankly, because I like it better when there aren't so many people there. But for whatever reason, we had booked a really late flight. Well, I was the one who booked it. We booked a really late flight. I think we wanted to like milk every last second of time together. And so our flight was supposed to go out at like 10:10. And it kept getting, from the time we woke up in the morning, it was already delayed. And every time we looked, it was getting pushed back a little bit. And I said to Ron, this is the last flight of the day. If we miss this, like, I mean, not the end of the world, because there are plenty of hotel rooms in Las Vegas. We could have found a place to stay and then just left the next morning. But we also were ready to get back home because we needed to drive home today, the day you're seeing this. We just drove home from my parents' house. And because we have to get ready for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and all those good things. So we decided to take a chance and get over to the airport a little bit early just to see if there was any chance that we could get on an earlier flight. So we were staying at Caesars. We went and got our bags. They hailed a taxi for us because we didn't want to pull our bags all the way through the casino to get back to rideshare.
Yeah, the Uber Lyft is all the way in the other end of Caesars. So much more convenient to take a taxi, at least from Caesars.
Yes, slightly more expensive, but way more convenient. Yeah. And when you have suitcases with you, sometimes that little extra is worth it. So we opened the door to the cab, and we're just like hit in the face with Richard Marx, which I am a longtime lover of Richard Marx, but I have never gotten into a taxi that was blasting music so loud.
I don't think I've ever been in a vehicle where music has been playing as loud as that driver was playing Richard Marx Right Here Waiting.
So we start driving away, the song ends, and then it begins again. Yeah. And I'm realizing that this one song is just on loop. And at first I kind of thought it might have been a mistake.
Well, and our driver eventually turned it down to still loud, but at least we could carry on a conversation.
And converse we did. Because we started chit-chatting about everything, found out she was from Montana, she had moved here, she'd been married for 16 years, divorced her husband, now she's found love again.
And so I happened to mention, well, it's a coincidence that you have this song on. I didn't say you have the song on repeat over and over again, but I think you have this song on
loud.
Because this song is like from when we were dating. This is probably one of the songs that I put on one of our original mixtapes, right back when, today we're doing YouTube playlists, but before we even did CDs, I was making mixtapes to woo you.
Yep.
And so, woo! And woo, I did. And so...
This is what I deal with. This is what I've dealt with for 16 years. She's dealt with it for 20 plus years, so...
So I happened to mention that we started dating back in the 90s and then talked about how we were celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary. And then our driver was talking about how in love she is right now. And do you want to continue the story?
She took us to the airport.
The
What else am I supposed to
Well, but then we heard about how she's meeting her boyfriend's family for the first time and going to
know
Christmas.
all that. It was just a funny taxi cab ride.
It was a very funny and fun cab ride, and really just a fun way to end our Vegas trip.
Well, and when she got out, I seriously thought she was going to hug one of us. She didn't. I thought she was for a second.
That vibe was there.
We had definitely become close in the, mile and a half from the hotel to the airport.
It wasn't. And we learned a lot about each other, especially we learned a lot about her in a very short amount of time.
Yes.
Yes. So in honor of our cab ride to the Las Vegas airport and in honor of not only 20 years of marriage, but...
Sorry, I'm not yawning. I have the worst time yawning in this video. It's not boring, I swear. I exist because of this marriage.
So please enjoy Richard Marx.
Well, you were starting to say in honor of not only 20 years of marriage, but...
20 years of marriage, but us being together now the past 32 years because we started our first date was the homecoming dance. Some of you have heard this story several times. Jeff Culver, I'm looking at you. October 26, 1991, our first date. So Richard Marx right here waiting. Love you.
I love you.
I love you guys too.